guys, and welcome to the pull list section of this week's Coffee and Hero Show. Just taking you through everything that made it onto my pull list this week. I may have taken out a couple of variants that maybe aren't as widely available, just so that I'm not teasing you with them. Things like 1 to 25s, that kind of thing. But no, what I've got here is a selection of all the titles that I'm looking forward to reading this week. You know, the usual mix of DC, Marvel, Indie. A little lighter on the Marvel this week, but at the same time, I do have a Marvel graphic novel to make up for it. So that Marvel graphic novel being Moon Knight, the complete collection. So Brian Michael Bendis and Alex Maleev. This is a run I've never read. I'm a big fan of Alex Maleev as an artist. And also, you know, Bendis, when he's on form, is great. I know Bendis isn't everybody's cup of tea, but I think when he's on form, he's one of the best. And again, I'm looking forward to discovering a bit more on Moon Knight before the upcoming show. And obviously, I'm enjoying the Jed MacKay run so much at the moment. So it's nice to go back, and it's I believe it was a 12-issue run. So that is that. Next up, we have Batgirl. So again, really been digging this so far. Becky Cloonan, Will Conrad, and Jorge Corona. It's just fun. It's great character dynamics. It's great to see Cassandra Cain and Stephanie Brown getting highlighted a little bit more as well. And then obviously you've got Barbara, who's flipping between Batgirl and Oracle, so that's great to see. The next one holds a very special place for us. By the time you see this video, you may know why. I haven't given it away myself, but it's actually starting to be noticed on Twitter, and a few people have been messaging us and stuff like that. So Batcat number 10, Tom King, Clay Mann. Sees the return of Clay to art. He obviously sat out the last 3 issues. Liam Sharp doing the fill-in art, who did a great job, by the way. But there's a part of me, you know, I can't help but wish the whole thing was in Clay's art. But issue 10 is essentially for us sort of 3 years in the making, 3 and a bit years in the making. We had conversations with Clay when he was over, when he was in store. It's the first signing event we ever had. Thoroughly amazing guy, brilliant artist. And we had mentioned about him doing something. And by God, he's a man of his word. Issue 10 is where it came to fruition. I've never ordered so many comics in my life, and I've already topped my orders up for next week as well, because this is selling fast based on this curiosity people have. But yeah, I'm grinning like an idiot about it. It's really fantastic. So back at number 10. Don't even need to do the rest of my pull list. Let's just stop there. Okay, I'll continue. Next up, we have Detective Comics 1052. So again, as ever, I go with the Lee Bermejo variant covers. Mariko Tamaki continuing on this. Fernando Blanco doing art as well. And this is part of this Shadows of the Bat, this weekly Batman event that's been going on, and has been great so far. And again, just those covers, so good. That is that. Next up is Future State Gotham. So we're up to issue 10 of this, Red Hood versus the Knicks Joker. Again, a pleasant surprise of a series, something I thought I would fall away from, but I've been really enjoying. Really, it sits nicely beside something like Batman Beyond, and imagining sort of a future Gotham with some of these older characters as well. So really enjoying that. Next up, speaking of Batman, we have I Am Batman. Welcome to New York, Batman. This seems to be the start of a brand new story arc for I Am Batman. So a really good jumping on point for people as our Jace Fox is moving from Gotham to New York. And again, beautiful covers. Olivia Coppel, I believe that is. Yeah, absolute beauty. So I Am Batman, number 1. Next up, we have The Joker, number 12. Again, one of my favorite titles around. This is James Tynion IV, Giuseppe Camuncoli art for this issue. This is going to be going up to issue 14, so we're approaching the end game here. And again, this has been one of my favorite series. And the only negative, which I feel mean about, but I just do not care about the punchline stuff. Just cut out those 8 pages at the back and give us more Joker story, please. Next up, we have Superman, Son of Calel. We're up as far as issue 8 now for the Tom Taylor series. We have Cian Tormey on art for this one, who did stand-in art for the annual and did a fantastic job. So looking forward to seeing what they do here with this one. Next up, we have Wonder Woman 784. Again, I just always tend to collect the variants, which are always stunning. Becky Cloonan writing at the moment, Vita Ayala as well involved. Some really good creative teams involved with Wonder Woman at the moment, and some really good storytelling. And again, just beautiful covers. Marvel, we have Devil's Reign this week, which is issue 4 of 6. Again, been absolutely digging this series. Just sort of street level Civil War, if you will, but for my money, it's better so far. But Civil War is an undoubted masterpiece, so we'll see how Devil's Reign ends, but loving it so far. Next up, we have Apache Delivery Service. I really dug the first issue of this. Matt Kint, Tyler Jenkins. I thought it was a pretty cool, dark, war, horror, paranoia type thriller. And yeah, first issue was pretty sweet of that. Speaking of really great first issues, Blood on Sunset, which mixes 1940s noir with vampires, right up my street. This is Source Point Press, so as ever we don't get loads of copies of this in, it is a smaller print label, but we do have one or two of number 2 in case you guys tried number 1 and just weren't 100% sure you wanted to add it to the pull list just yet. Next up we have The Fourth Man, another AWA Studios title. Really enjoyed the first one. I really love these sort of like folded poster, old cinema poster type covers to these. I think these have been great, very, very cinematic, and yeah, really enjoyed the first issue. Next up we have John Wick in dog form, otherwise known as Good Boy. This is the variant cover I went for, which is Francesco Francavilla. I just can't, I've spoke about him massively before. I'll speak about him again, I'm sure. But yeah, it's John Wick but reversed. Good Boy, it's essentially if the dog was if the dog survived and John Wick was killed, how would the dog get revenge? Just really, really fun. Next up is Hotel, Volume 2, Number 3. Again, the John Lees, Dalibor Talahich, dark anthology, horror-based, Twilight Zone type, Tales from the Crypt type story, which is great. But yeah, one of the best horror comics around, Hotel. The first volume is available in trade, and then yeah, we're halfway through Volume 2 there. Another one up that I don't know much about, but again, I'll always give a number 1 a go. This is called Land of the Living Gods from Isaac Mogojian and Santos on art. Don't know an awful lot about it. It's Aftershock, number 1. I'll give it a go. A couple more just to finish off with. So next up from Ablaze Comics, this is a brand new number 1. Again, Ablaze is a smaller print, a smaller company, so they'll do lower print runs. But the reason I ordered this, and I did order extras for the racks, is because it's from the artist of Devil's Reign and Daredevil, Marco Cicchetto. This is called Life Zero. It's written by Stefano Vietti. But Marco Cicchetto, again, we always have the mantra in store, follow creators. Cicchetto's one of the best around. If I see him doing something else, I'm going to give it a go. So issue 1 of that. Next up we have Monkey Meat, number 2. Yes, you heard that title right, Monkey Meat. Still haven't read number 1, but I understand it was a bit too extreme for someone who took it off their pull list after 1 issue. I'll give it a go. I like the more outlandish stuff, so I've 1 and 2 lined up for that. Couple just to finish off with them, we have Iranian Black. We're up as far as issue 12, so bringing to an end the second story arc. So Kyle Higgins on this has been fantastic so far. Hope this continues the same quality, especially with Rogue Sun coming in and Supermassive and all those crossover elements. Next up we have Rise of Dracula. This is a Source Point Press number 1 as well. So just again thought I'd give it a go. I like a good horror story. I like something a little bit off-piste and something maybe don't know quite so much about. And then we finish off with 7 Secrets hitting number 14 this week. Just read 13 on Monday there. And again, I'm all in on this series. Again, I love it. Tom Taylor, Daniel Dinaculo, just absolutely brilliant stuff. Walter Bahamonte on colors. Great stuff. So 7 Secrets. So yeah, that is my pull list for this week. Again, as ever, anything appeals to you, just give us a message. We can always hold things over if we have it in stock. Pull lists, again, I have to say, they're the best way to 100% confirm what you're going to get. I've seen a couple of comic stores put up sort of Facebook messages and tweets and stuff this week saying that 90% of what they order doesn't even go on the racks because you got to keep your ordering tight. You're not sure what people are going to want. So we don't order tons of extras of things. I'll always try my best to judge. I'll always, think if there's something I'm going to really enjoy, I'll order extras, or in the case of Batcat 10, for a specific reason I ordered extras, but pull lists are always the best way. So if you know something's coming out, the more notice we have, the better. That way we can guarantee titles. So, but yeah, anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this. Hope you found it useful as ever. I look forward to seeing you guys in store from tomorrow, and I look forward to seeing what all the fuss is about in the world of Gotham in Batcat 10. Take it easy, guys. See you soon.